Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you how I achieve this soft glam makeup look. This is my everyday makeup look. For some people this might be a night out on the town. For some people like me who love makeup, this is just kind of an everyday feel. So if you are interested in seeing how I achieve this look, make sure that you keep watching. I'll also be tagging my hair details. Shout out to Twist and Coils who did my hair. So I'll be tagging that information if you're interested. Let's get started. So I'm starting with a spoolie, just grooming my brows, preparing to go ahead and fill them in. I haven't had my brows done in like forever, so they look a mess. So now I'm taking a brow pencil and just filling in by following the natural line of my eyebrow. If you would like a detailed brow routine, make sure that you comment and I will go ahead and get that up for you guys. So again, on the top, I'm just filling in by following that natural line and shape of my brow. And right now they look a little bit crazy. They don't have to be perfect right now because I'm going to show you how I clean them up. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in my other brow. So next I'm grabbing my MAC concealer palette in medium. I'm going to go ahead and clean up the brow. So I've zoomed in. And just like I did when filling in, I am following the natural line, the natural shape of my brow to go ahead and clean up. If you don't do the best job with filling in your brows, this is your time to be really precise and get a nice defined shape. This is also really helpful if you haven't had your brows, like me, arched in a while and they're looking crazy. You can really use that concealer to just go ahead and clean everything up and make them look brand new. So I'm gonna go ahead and conceal underneath, and then right on top, I've already kind of done one eye. Very similar process, just following that shape and cleaning my brows up. And I'm kind of connecting them to make sure that they are sisters, that they match. And now I am using a foundation brush to just go ahead and blend out a little bit. I don't completely blend out. I'll show you why in just a minute, but I promise you I am not going to leave my brows like that. We do not do the halo effect, so I'm just blending out a little bit. And then as I am finishing my makeup, you'll see how I continue to blend out that concealer. So now I'm taking that same concealer and I'm applying it to my eyes, and I'm going to go ahead and just spread that out with my finger. I do this to make sure that my eyeshadow stays on and that it does not crease. Taking a fluffy brush and the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, I'm going to go ahead and apply my transition shade. This shade just kind of helps everything come together. It's pretty close to my natural skin tone. And the key to applying eyeshadow is to blend, blend, blend. So now I'm just taking that same brush and again applying the transition shade to my other eye. Really blending that out to make sure that everything just kind of melts together nicely as I am completing this look. So I'm taking that same fluffy brush and just applying a darker brown shade into my crease. Again, really blending that out to make sure that there are no harsh lines and that everything just transitions really well. And don't worry if there's fallout. We're going to clean all of that up in just a moment. Right now we're just focused on blending. So I've got my flat brush and I am applying a bronze color from that same Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm taking this color all the way up into the crease. And as you see, I am no longer doing the windshield wiper motion. I'm now packing that on, patting it on to my eyelids so that I get the most color payoff with this shade. Again, on the other eye, just packing that on. So now I'm taking that same fluffy brush that I used in the very beginning, and I'm going back and I'm just kind of blending everything out. The key with eyeshadow is that you really want everything to just transition really smoothly. You don't want harsh lines, so really take your time. It seems like a lot of work, but take your time to really just blend your colors. And remember, I said not to worry if you had fallout or anything underneath your eyes. We're going to clean that up, and that's what I did there. So underneath my eyes, I'm just kind of smudging some dark brown shadow. For this look, it's soft glam, so I'm not doing a whole lot underneath the eyes because I wanted to keep it really soft, not so dramatic. I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics highlighter palette, and I am applying just a little bit of highlighter into the inner corner of my eye just to give it a little extra oomph to really brighten it up and open my eyes up. For this look, I decided not to wear lashes, just applying mascara to give my lashes some volume and again, open up my eyes for a little bit of drama. And now I'm ready to move on. I've got my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the color Toffee. I love this stuff. Taking just a little bit on the back of my hand, and with my foundation brush, just by e.l.f., I am applying that onto my skin, making sure everything is nice and blended out as I go. So I'm working this back into my hairline, towards my ears, down to my chin, and even towards my neck, just to really make sure that it's blended in well and everything flows really smoothly. Again, the key to great makeup is really blending it out and making it look as natural as possible. Now that I've got my foundation on, I'm going back into that MAC highlighter palette, and I am going to highlight with concealer. I took the lightest shade, and the places that I like to highlight are my forehead, right down the bridge of my nose, under my eyes, which is a huge problem area for me. Lots of dark circles, lots of loose skin, so I really go in under my eyes. And notice that I'm kind of making that V shape just to make sure that I get the most coverage. I also like to take a little bit on my chin and then just right there on the cupid's bow of my lip. Next, I'm taking a palette that contains black opal foundations. I'm not sure what this color is, but I will tag it below. And I am contouring my cheeks, the sides of my nose, and my forehead just to bring some color back into my face. And then I'm going to blend all of that out first with the foundation brush, just kind of buffing everything out and patting it. And for the billionth time, you want to blend, blend, blend. You don't want muddy lines. You don't want to look like you're not blended, especially when you're contouring and highlighting, because it's just not a good look. So you really want to take your time and blend everything out and make sure that you do not have any harsh lines. That's key. So now that everything is blended, I am taking my MAC powder and I am just setting underneath my eyes those places where I highlighted, just really making sure that everything stays in place and that I'm not creasing on my forehead. Just really making sure everything is good and set. So just continuing to set everything. Some people like to bake. I like to bake as well, but for this particular look, since it's soft lamb, I just did a quick little touch. Next, I am taking my highlighter once again, and I'm applying that right down the bridge of my nose for a little extra shine, and then applying right here for that little pop of glow. I love me some glow, so this is like an always thing for me. It's just a little extra, makes you feel yourself a little bit. And finally setting with some MAC Fix Plus. And lastly, getting ready to apply some lipstick. I got this from the beauty supply, so I don't know the name of the color, but it's just like a really pinky, mauvey nude, just kind of like an everyday look. I actually ended up changing this to a more nude that is not so pink, had more of a tan, beigey tone, but I also did like this color for this look. I'm just applying that, making sure everything's in place. Oh, hey, highlight. And we're ready. And that completes this look. If you would like an updated brow routine, be sure to thumbs up, comment, and make sure that you subscribe and tell a friend.